Oh, welcome to all the bugs in TAP. And I know this is going on the TAP Discord, so I know I'm making my voice public here. But I thought I would like to say all the bugs within TAP. So first off, if we deploy some T-34s, you'll see the side score upgrade still. For some reason. I'm gonna go Evolution of the People.
Brilliant Voroshilov 1 tank ready for deployment, comrade.
But yeah, as soon as I deploy a T-34, which is gonna take a while, you'll see that you'll still see side scores even if you're not that spec. Like if I make a T-34,
T-34 ready for combat.
I will still see this. Requires armor rush tactics. And I've already picked a spec. So there should be no reason why this is happening. So this should be switched from a usage to usage and display requirement. Of course, give me a second. Notes on other things. Okay, so next up, let's say my engineers make a tunnel.
Get to work, men.
I have my wrist pulled up here on my tablet. But let's say we make
MG squad
an
awaiting
HMG.
orders. MG is ready.
And let's say we put a tunnel down, I don't know, over here. Big
Purple
open
squad
for
is
this.
here to join our fight. Machine gun
So let's transport this crew through the tunnel network, you know? Well, oops, you fucked up. This machine gun crew can no longer... Actually, can. Okay. In testing, I found that to be broken, but okay. Maybe it's the MG42. Maybe it doesn't work. But I know this is an issue with the TPOA that sometimes happens. I'm guessing it's depending on terrain and where you place the tunnel. Yeah, see, the MG42 is still over here now. So it's not working correctly sometimes. For Mobile Russia needs a text update, because this says a duration of 30, but if you use it, that's a duration of 45. Meaning this is not up to date, meaning this needs to be changed in terms of text. Revolution of the People, okay. Jean Pot needs its ability fixed, specifically defensive stand. So if we have defensive stand active, we can no longer move. But we can untoggle this once it's off cooldown to start moving again. Like that. Well, let's say the Zone Part becomes vet free while he's in defensive stand. So defensive stand is now active. We make him vet free, and this is now a new ability. Meaning I can no longer move. Period. Even if I use this defensive stand and untoggle it, it will not want to work. basically, you see this. I can no longer move even though I'm issuing move orders, and defensive stand is not toggle. This is because they're switching out the ability while the ability is active. Which is a terrible move to do, by the way. Because you could still tell this defensive stand is active. In fact, you could probably have 2 defensive stands active.
You have orders? There are local partisans ready to join forces with us.
The only way to fix that is if you retreat them, by the way. So, yeah. Go on. Deep battle half-track
Half-track
time.
has been assigned to our forces.
The issue with this unit, it's Vet. If you look at Vet 1, it unlocks Overdrive. If you look, it does not have Overdrive. It has Ramming Maneuver, Medical Supplies, and Plant Mines. And it doesn't unlock the ability, even if you Vet up. Meaning it's not a hidden one either, because this is now Vet 3 and it should be popping up. Meaning this text needs to be changed or the ability needs to be added. Mortals cannot use tunnels. This is a quote-unquote balancing for PvP, even though you can just bypass it. Honestly, just let mortals use tunnels. There was no reason why they can't, but a tank can. There was just no reason to. Next up we have BDB Squad.
The partisan squad has reported for duty. Use them well.
So as it sits, Vet 1 is alive, it does not decrease the cooldown of satchels.
Guards troops ready for action.
So if we look here, Vet 1, abilities recharge critical. It specifically says abilities and not grenades. So if we throw a grenade, you know, 12-second cooldown. I'll disable speed ups because I need to. Oh, let's paradrop another one in. So I can show you a side-by-side demonstration.
Squad standing by.
Just kill these guys off.
Guards here. Guards on the move.
But let's make this guy Vet 1.
Guards troops are standing by.
So, okay. We use frag grenade on this guy. 12-second cooldown. If we use the frag grenade on this guy, 12-second cooldown. Okay.
What do you need?
I mean, if we use smoke, so that's 27-second cooldown. But if we throw the smoke with this guy, 20-second cooldown.
Guard squad ready. Moving.
Let's call in a vehicle. Instant production. So that's fine.
Awaiting order. Get us way over there, driver.
Oh, we got killed.
Move out.
Okay.
Half track, relocating.
But let's say this is an enemy. I'm gonna make this immortal so it can't die.
Guard squad ready.
But let's say we throw an AT grenade at it. That's a 12-second cooldown.
Go, go, go.
With that, it's a 12-second. Okay, yeah, that's even more busted because I have it down in here, my notes. My notes specifically say Vet 1 does not decrease the cooldown of satchels. It does not decrease the cooldown of anything other than smokes. Meaning the squad needs to be completely fixed because if I throw a frag,
Throw a grenade. Look out, grenade.
that actively says 12 seconds left on cooldown. If I throw a frag here, 12 seconds left. And this guy is Vet 1.
You need us.
Okay, let's throw normal satchel, you know? Vet 0. So that's 17 seconds of cooldown.
We are awaiting orders.
We throw a satchel with this guy. It's 17 seconds.
Make it. We are moving.
So vet 1 just completely lies to you effectively outside of smoke grenades. But throw a targeted satchel next, you know?
Fuck.
So this is 22-second cooldown.
Good. I didn't like it.
We throw a satchel with, you know, vet 1. It's a 15-second.
Comrade, leaving the area.
But this is not even all of the issues. This is vet 1.
Da. Guards here.
Next up, we have vet 2 does not increase the normal range of this normal satchel.
We are moving. What do you need?
Because right here, vet 2 improves the satchel throw range. Note the fact it specifically says satchel and not targeted satchel. So if we give this guy a vet level,
We rise in the ranks.
and let's put these guys literally right next to each other. Like literally right next to each other. You notice he has a longer targeted satchel range.
Da. Guards here.
If we use normal satchels, it's literally unchanged. There is no difference here. But targeted there is. And of course, vet 3 improves grenade range. So let's give this guy another level of vet.
We are
You
moving.
notice frag grenades,
For bravery.
it specifically says here, improves grenade range. Mind you,
Guards
this
squad
guy's this guy right here is vet 0. This guy is vet 3. He has the grenade range increase. And if we
guards here.
use frags, it's literally the same range. Smokes, it's the same range. AT grenades, it's the same range. Satchels, it's the same range. Target satchels, it's the vet 2 range versus vet 0 range. Meaning, all 3 of these vet levels are complete and utter lies. Outside of the smoke and targeted satchel, apparently, for some reason. Tunnel network. So, the tunnel network A. If we reset my command points, you will notice it says requires blank. I have 1 command point currently, so let's add another command point, still not unlocked. Let's add another command point, still not unlocked. Let's add another one, not unlocked. Another one, now it's unlocked. And of course, upgrade B has it cooked.
Our soldiers' patriotic zeal to increase combat effectiveness.
So yeah, this is an issue that should be taken care of, just to be more clear about what things do. I will quickly cap all territory for no more issues. But let's, Liberated Panda Shrek is next. Dispatch him. And let's spawn in a King Tiger to shoot at. Also, let's get rid of all these squads on the UI.
You have orders?
So first off, let's get this guy over here so he's not in buff range.
Forward. Yet time to move.
Let's hold fire with him and him. And let's change our own. So currently,
Squad, stand
vet 2 improves weapon lethality when attacking from camouflage. So improved accuracy and penetration at vet 2, but you should get increased damage at vet 2 too. Meaning, okay, so we got 2,000 health on the King Tiger.
we can't
He's not camouflaged, he's not
have
vet.
to move.
And let's attack it.
They came along.
It did about 120 damage there, since it's 1840. He did 8%. Now, let's make him vet 3, because vet 3 doesn't increase
Bring that
damage.
post to our promotion.
It's just vet 2 that does anything. Let's set this guy back to max HP. And let's hit it with a Shrek. Again. Remember, he's now vet 2. He now has quote-unquote increased lethality when attacking from camouflage.
They will see.
Same damage, it's 1840, or 8%.
Take
Let's attack again then.
fashion.
In fact, he did less damage then, he only did 2% instead of 8%.
Kill
If we attack again, 2%.
Hold it here, brother.
So he's actually probably getting a damage debuff while he's not penetrating. Which, considering the fact he has Vet 2 increasing anti-strike penetration, this is not increased damage. In fact, he's probably doing less damage currently. Because he's only doing like 2% to hit. Okay, that one did 3%. But still, it's quite weak. And if we stop him from firing, let him camouflage again, meaning he's completely out of combat. Hit it again.
Show them.
He does about 10%. Meaning, this guy actually deals less damage with more assaults he fires. So he goes from 120 damage and starts decreasing. And quite significantly too, apparently. We'll keep this guy over here as a target dummy.
Squad standing by.
But next up are round trenches. They need to become a walled trench. They do not need to be a player-owned trench.
A new half-track has arrived. Half-track has moved orders. Half-track relocated.
Since this is player-owned, no allies would ever be able to enter
Have
this.
orders? We can't stay here.
Meaning, this is a trench for your own personal use.
You have orders?
This halts war bonds, especially since war bonds is meant to be supportive. So if you have a war bonds teammate making trenches for you, those trenches don't count.
Yeah. Time to move.
Because why have the support faction support you, you know? Just economical support then.
Partisans, move out.
Of course, next up,
Needs orders.
Guard squad ready. Moving out. We have been promoted.
we have, give me a second, Zonport and Ghosts of the Revolution, yeah. Heavy mortar balls. Heavy mortar balls is not usable in buildings or vehicles.
You have orders?
So this is the Zonport currently. He has heavy mortar
Stay
balls,
quiet.
but he cannot use it while in building. But he can infiltrate freedom fighters for some reason. Which is a very weird contradiction to do.
You have orders?
So he can't use heavy mortar balls in a building, and he cannot use it in a vehicle. This limits his combat effectiveness, since you can no longer use mechanized command vehicles.
Forward.
Squad forward.
And the same issue applies to ghosts. The same issue applies to the ghosts.
Guards on the move.
They also have heavy mortar ball.
Garrison that structure.
And again, they cannot use it from within a building
Get inside.
or vehicle, which again halts the combat potential as mechanized units. Because people forget you have scout calls. Hell, you are incentivized to mechanize. Because the Deep Battle half-track can upgrade with its 50 cal mount,
We are move
and you
orders
can still
confirmed.
garrison it with the 50 cal mount, because this is intentional. Because it literally actively says, can still transport soldiers. Since this is a Deep Battle package.
Guard squad
You have
ready.
orders? We can't
So this actively makes these two units worse to mechanize.
Yes?
But they are still quite good because of the passive or any AT rifle crits.
Awaiting orders.
Same issue applies to the VDV Lieutenant.
Squad, stand. Time to move.
This guy cannot use his strafing run while in a building or vehicle.
The Russians have promoted us. Of course. Down! Down!
Meaning he cannot call in his MG strafing strike even if he's in a vehicle or building.
We await
Which
your
kinda
command.
sucks. Because again, you have the same issue of Ghosts and Zonport. You lose out on firepower. I mean, this is a command sector, so I can't use it here, but if I...
Let's
This
go.
is all a command sector, actually. But if I go over here and use it, it's just fine.
You have orders?
You know? Oh yeah, next up, we got the Mortal Half-Track. Mortal Half-Track suffers from an issue
Team
of
reports ready for combat.
it's quite weird with its ranges.
Half-track relocating.
So if I follow Cam and wait for the half-track to gain position,
Let us go, driver. Moving.
so this tunnel is his barrage range. It's literally up to here. Well, for a ground attack, we are beyond his we are beyond the barrage range. Like, we are literally right here. So this needs to be moved up by about +2 to +4 range. But smoke barrage is even worse. Smoke barrage is all the way back here.
Sturmovik close air support is available.
HE, smoke. HE, smoke. HE, and smoke. So yeah, this thing is a bit goofy in its range. And I would like it to keep its current range, just bump up its HE by about +2, bump its smoke up by about +8 to 10. But that wraps up the Revolution of the People issues. And now let's go into Tank Rush. So let's restart. Yeah, on Tank Rush, we only have an issue. And I know Tank Rush is apparently getting just completely reworked or updated. I don't know which one it is.
Something built. Engineers on the way.
So if we go Armor Rush tactics,
KV-1 heavy tank ready to join the fight.
we have a very, very weird issue with only one of the units. Yeah, one of the units has about 4 issues.
Engineer standing by. Go.
But let's go ahead and activate these new. Oh, let's make some mechanized infantry now. After our capital points.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
And let's spawn in the King's Hygel again. Let's face it the other way, like, to the side, so the MG doesn't kill everything.
Conscript forward, comrades.
So, first off, we have a real... Okay,
Here we
so
go.
first off, if we bet up to Vet 3, we have issues.
Fresh
Like,
conscripts have
immediately.
arrived.
Like, just vetting. So Vet 1 we'll find. Vet 2 we'll find. But if we go to Vet 3, no other upgrades. Mind you, I did not upgrade this guy. All I did was vet him up. And this guy can still upgrade. There is literally no difference between these squads other than the fact this one has vet up. No differences other than vet. Meaning there was some type of upgrade being applied at Vet 3.
Move out.
Next up,
We are away.
if we go with these packages,
Waiting. Halting.
you'll notice no level upgrades.
Germans.
This needs to be changed to be... This should be disappearing off the UI HUD when you get the other upgrade. Because it goes both ways.
Now even your
So this should be switched from usage to usage and display,
orders, comrade.
just to clean up the UI a bit. And the Vet 3 just needs to be fixed. This is a bit ridiculous. Because if you some reason get... If you ever add auto vet, it breaks the squad. It will just break the squad from working.
That over. Forward.
But an even weirder issue is if Vet 3 lies about decreasing cooldowns for frag specifically.
On our way.
So, if we throw a frag on the Vet 3 squad, Vet 3 it's 28 seconds.
Red Army.
Vet Zeo, it's 28 seconds. But Vet 3, it specifically says here combat efficiency and faster recharge for their abilities.
Shooting. Otherwise, you'll be fighting them tomorrow.
So, frags do not get a cooldown speed increase.
Waiting for your command.
The UR takes 31 seconds to recharge,
There are no cowards here.
but there is about a 9-second decrease
Soldiers ready.
from Vet Zeo. Now let's throw some smokes. Vet Zeo smoke,
Watch out.
27-second cooldown.
Rifleman ready.
Let's do Vet 3 smoke now. 21-second cooldown.
Conscripts here. We are moving.
And let's move up to throw these AT grenades next.
There are no cowards here. You have orders?
Now, let's throw this AT grenade.
Thanks to the 80 grenade.
12-second cooldown.
Waiting order.
Now let's throw this one.
Throwing grenade.
9-second cooldown.
One. Move your laser.
So yeah, Vet 3 lies specifically about decreasing cooldown times for the frag. Specifically the frag.
We must move.
And that's literally all of Tank Rush's issues. Now we're gonna move on to Sark Army. Sark Army has even less issues, but this is just Soviets so far. This is stuff people should have realized already, but haven't. Probably because they haven't been paying attention. Close instant speed ups, fog of war, AI, resources, points. And now let's go Sark Army. So, Sark conscripts are one of the two only things that have issues here.
Your order. Check your gear.
And it's specifically about the upgrade. Because it's always the upgrade, apparently. But if we look
We
here,
are moving.
let's bring this guy over here, actually.
Moving to location.
Around this ramp post, actually.
On the march.
Should have not picked such a dark map, but in like 5 seconds, this should turn on. Or not.
We are away.
But yeah, if we upgrade these guys, That's not much
Move
better.
out. Waiting. Forward, comrade.
But yeah, all these guys are PPSHs, if you've noticed. But if we upgrade them with the RPD, that's supposed to be RPK. But okay. But if you read here, improves mid to long range anti-infantry. It specifically says after that, 2 RPDs.
Departing.
So let's upgrade them. 1 RPD. And that's it. So it's actually giving one of the 2 RPDs you should be receiving. So that is an issue. And to show the other issue, we're gonna have to look at the Q-off, because even Q-off has issues. It only has an issue. It's a text-based and ability-based one, but if we were Q at the golden text, actually no, golden, end of the normal text, the airship will be escorted by 3 B-1 interceptors. It specifically says 3. 3 in text form for some reason, because apparently numbers are not allowed here. But if we summon it, and let's do extra camera zoom, if you noticed, it's only being escorted by 2. Because here's the force BI, there's the other BI, and here's the Q. And it specifically says the airship will be escorted by 3 B-1 interceptors. Or BI-1 interceptors. Meaning, this is technically should be 4 planes, because it should be the Q of interceptor, then missing interceptor. Also, this was not worthwhile to mod, because not many mods change camera angles or camera height. So why is this even custom mod? But yeah, we're now done with the Soviets. And it's only already been like half an hour, you know? Fortress Engineer just kinda suck. This is less of a needs to be fixed and more they just need to be updated. They're just kinda weird. They're quote-unquote fortress engineer that can't build a fortress outside of bunkers and walls. For the Axis. Yeah, I'm gonna change the map because this map kinda sucks. Mainly because you can't see Jack anything. But yeah, we're moving on to the Axis now.
Pioneer squad! And here we go!
So, first up, Dragon's Teeth. So, if we try to use small, this will be, of course, be owned by us while it's being built. But once it's finished, it becomes a ward object. Very simple, you know? Give me a second while I turn off the AI. But, so if we try to build the large variant, so the small one is normal, you know, it changes to ward. But if we look at the large one, currently it's owned by me. But when it's built, it should be changing to the wall. No, it's still owned by me. This needs to be changed, because there should be no reason why I should own this. But yeah, having this get changed is very fucking basic. Just strap on a change of owner action once it's constructed. It's quite easy. Next up, this needs to be so its requirements should be switched from usage to usage and display. I should not be able to see this. Same thing with these two. I should not be able to see these if I do not have the commando ability, because it just clogs up the UI.
Let's move it.
Next up, the Pak 45,
Jawohl,
if it gets decrewed, has issues.
we have construction work to do.
So let's build the Pak 45.
It's ready to use.
Oh yeah, hold down needs to affect all German vehicles.
You want? Move your feet, pioneers.
But it currently just works, you know.
Your orders. Verstanden.
Like, let's switch to HE. You know, it just works, you know.
Gun confirmed.
Well, let's go in here and let's kill the squad members.
We have
And
lost
now
a
let's
Pak gun.
recruit.
Cruise that AT gun. We need to get that weapon. Let's go, pioneers.
It'll just straight up no longer reload the file. Oh, now it is, okay.
Verstanden.
I played around oil while this was not the case, but okay. Some weird ass issues. I swear.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
So, let's pick our doctrine now. Let me look at the one with the most. Oh no, I'm not gonna go with the most. You know what? Heavy infantry full stop, since that's the first one I have in my document. Heavy infantry.
We have been granted access to superior arms and soldiers.
Okay,
We are now
quite
authorized to request
that's
more
like a power
powerful
deal with only
units.
one unit.
Yes? We're going that way.
Oh no, you don't get the stems. Okay, that's real. You get the stems though, right? Yeah, you get the stems, even if that one doesn't.
Grenadiers on the move.
Ja, moving.
So right here it says no, it requires not adrenaline sticks. This is specifically put in the text box, and I know that because it would be rec, not 2 dots adrenaline sticks. It wouldn't be phrased like this. Period. It wouldn't be phrased like this.
Get moving, squad.
It just wouldn't. Of course, these guys for some reason don't get them, but hey, we're not going to talk about it.
A new grenadier squad is ready.
On the way.
So, this requires medical supplies, so if we get medical supplies, that's fine.
It has given us new weapons.
But these are not removed from the UI. These need to be removed from the UI, so again, usage and display, not
We are
level
ready for
upgrade.
Our new equipment
And of course, it applies to the level upgrades.
weaponry is on the way.
So just block these out from being displayed, and it should be fine.
Grenadiers.
And that's literally... Oh no, it's not all of heavy infantry. One more. Combat mobility.
We have a mortar team
It's
available
specifically
for
about
deployment.
text here.
A fresh
So if we
mortar
make
crew has
4
arrived.
combat
We have a
mobility
mortar team
teams,
available
I can
for
still
deployment.
build more. If I make another one, I
A
can
fresh
still build.
mortar crew has arrived.
6.
We have a mortar
I've
team
hit my cap.
available for deployment.
But if you look at the text here, requires can only field 4 active teams. And I have 6.
On the move.
Which, how has no one noticed this? I have 6 units here, but it says a cap of 4. So immediately update the text to match the current cap. So it can only field 6 active mortal teams instead of 4. So it's just a mere text not being correct thing, you know? Next up, we have Japan. So Japan. Japan has a few issues. Not too many. Yeah, let's go Japan.
Production upgrade accomplished. Manufacturing capability has been increased. Infiltration specialists have joined the fight.
It's gonna take a minute.
Pioneers!
Although, I do have in here, Japan, when I was testing this, was not able to build defenses because it was telling me wreck blank. It was specifically telling me wreck blank. There was no text. It was just requires blank. I can here, I do not know why. So I would like to have this issue investigated. Because it's just very confusing.
Units on our way.
I know why it would be an issue.
You found something?
Okay. No, I'm not gonna talk to that one. I didn't even realize that was an issue, but okay. Type 3 and Type 97 tanks. So specifically this one and this one. This is what's an issue and more of just a break from the faction. They both use Blitzkrieg tactics. Both of them say it unlocks Blitzkrieg tactics. But it's not even Blitzkrieg tactics, it's just unlocks Blitzkrieg. And you're playing Japan, everything is custom. Not even this says Soviet, it specifically says Japanese tankists. Japanese vehicles. And this all makes sense, you know? Other than this is not even a changed UI piece. Like, it's quite breaking to just see the fact this is a base game thing. And it's just like, you didn't even try, did you? Of course, let me see. Give me a second. Type 4. This one. Type 4 has an issue of... It's mainly Vet 2. It's text-based. Vet 2 says elite crews operate the King Tiger. This is of course another break in the illusion of it being Japan. Because, you know, it says King Tiger, a German vehicle. It's not even the same faction. Even Combat Blitz was changed to say Type 4 crew. Spearhead, I think. Yeah, even Spearhead was changed. So, like, Vet 2 is just a break in the illusion. Which is not fun. You know, because Vet 3 was changed. Vet 1 was changed. Actually, it wasn't. Vet 1 isn't. But, the IO1? Not IO1. The OI? Hounslow has a very specific issue. It specifically needs its line of sight artillery pulsar bay disabled or needs a null shot blocker set to true. Basically, infantry behind walls are not shot at with the vehicle, which is very confusing since it's the Hounslow upgrade. If I upgrade it with that, place a Pioneer behind this.
Pioneer squad! We have construction work to do.
I mean, it doesn't say null shot block. Actually, no, it can't. It says right here, can't fire over shot blockers. So, let's turn a squad to the enemy. Okay. That's a bit weird. I'm guessing it's because I was behind a building and testing instead of just this open field. It's quite weird. Oh, nope, you see here, I'm no longer holding fire, but this is within range. Still within range. It's very fucking weird. I think, you know what, this is probably not an issue with its behavioral settings. This is probably an issue with its range. It probably is trying to think it still has normal max range, when in reality it has more range. So this probably just needs to go into its range tab and upgrade its, not upgrade, but update its range table. So that's probably just the issue here. Italy, same thing as Japan for the vehicle, the build panel. They were telling me Rick Blank with Italy too. Which Italy is fine. So that still needs to be investigated. In fact, it needs to be looked at twice. But we're going on to Panzercraft. Panzercraft has the most out of the Axis. Well, not Axis. Actually, no, it is Axis. Actually, maybe. No, it's not tied. No, yeah. Panzercraft has the most issues. And it's very fucking weird.
Pioneers ready for anything. Time to move out of here.
So if we go Panzercraft,
Production upgrade accomplished.
we gotta wait a
Our
second
headquarters
since,
has
you know,
been improved. We can now
ever
field
since the
light
building
mechanized
update makes
infantry.
testing much slower.
You want move your feet, pioneers.
But we immediately see issues with the Kugelwagen. Like, which we immediately with the Kugelwagen, effectively, if we go to GMG package. It wasn't an issue, but more of a thing that should have been done. So if I go down the GMG path, I have no ground attack option, even though this is now a grenade launcher machine gun. Even if I go with the upgrade that applies the ability that I can now use, I still do not have ground attack. Very simple fix. Go into behavioral, attack ground should be set to anywhere. Because I should be able to ground attack with an AoE weapon. Unlike a bazooka. Next up we have 251 half track.
We have a fresh half-track at our disposal.
Infiltration package. Distribute weapons. So, It says it can drop Panzerschrecks, MG34s, and Fausts. It very specifically says it can also drop Fausts. Keep that in mind here. It can't. It can only drop a Panzerschreck, and it can only drop an MG34. So the Faust is a lie. It should be added because it would be cool if this could drop Fausts. Since we have no droppable AA option yet, if I'm not wrong. Even tab. Also because it would just be quite funny. Next up we have Frac Track
Half track has arrived.
to the 250-117. This is a text-based one again. Golden text. Inaccurate and removes suppression but improves effectiveness against planes. Right here it needs to switch the P and R around. It should be IMP. Well, it should be IMPROVES instead of IMRP. So this just needs to be a minor text fixed. But we're getting into actual, this one right here is, people are probably gonna tell me I'm lying, but, special Panzercraft gun. But, if we go down the path of magnetically, the 90mm tile, also known as silver bullet, turret rotation is at this rate. You know, normal. Adjustment of file says it increases traversal rate. You see how slow it is, going back and forth to give anyone a second to recognize how slow it is. In fact, I'm gonna go back into the lines. X go over here. Let's reload it. And it takes, you know, a second or two to turn the turret on. Well, if we get this upgrade, so this upgrade improves accuracy, torch traversal rate, and reduces weapon scatter. Traversal rate is a complete lie, if you cannot tell. It's just a complete and utter lie. In fact, I can prove this. I'm going down the same path with this time. Let's actually turn the sky forward. Instead of getting this upgrade with him, let's get the mobility upgrade, let's say. Let's get overcharged, and it's literally the same path, but the only difference is this one has adjustment of file, and this one doesn't. Meaning this one should have faster turret traverse, because it has the upgrade to do that. So let's first crypt the tigers into each other. Yep, this is a thing. I've known about this for literal thousands of hours of my free time. But let's first line these guys up. Cool little thing though. We got a double barrel tiger. Quite cool. But now, let's say I want to attack round over here. They are literally turning at the same rate. In fact, they both fired at the same time. It's either it doesn't work, or it's such a, and I mean this too, such a small difference that it's literally not tellable. Although this one does increase, it doesn't even increase range. It's just accuracy and weapon scout. Starfire boom ball. The boom ball's a bit weird.
Sturmpanzer 4 is reporting for duty. Sturmpanzer ready.
So let's both get this. So it's
Make sure the travel
so this one specifically has the issue of increased ballistic system. This one quote unquote increases projectile speed and travel velocity. This one only increases damage and armor pin, so that's fine.
Soon we will have a machine gun turret.
So this one should have a faster projectile.
You need something?
This one, I'm gonna give it the mobility upgrade again. High impact rockets and continue. So again, we have the same thing as the Civil Bullets, but the only difference is one has a faster projectile, the other one has a slower projectile.
Starten Stupa sofort. Moving to destination. Making contact. Right.
Oh, I've inadvertently made a I've made an airstrike anti-tank guided missile.
Stupa will attack. Yeah, understood.
Quite funny.
Stupa on the wings. We will get there. Stupa ready.
But yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do this.
We're off.
Okay, remember, the top one has a faster rocket.
We have a target bearing.
This one should have faster projectile speeds because it has this. It literally states, increases projectile speed and velocity.
You need something?
This one only has a mobility upgrade. It's literally the same thing. So that's a complete lie.
Stupa ready.
One more. Okay, that time it was quite fast. Probably because it was trying to do direct fire instead of like the arc, and since the boom ball tries to either arc fire or straight fire at random, it does even seem consistent. PK vehicle crew does not have a hotkey. Really weird issue. If we build the radar support center, which I'm pretty sure not like 25 to 50% of the player base doesn't even know this thing exists. I'm not even joking, I don't even think they know this even exists. Overdrive for mobility upgrade is a lie, I think, but that needs to be tested better and more. I think it's a speed increase, but I don't know. But vehicle crew does not have a hotkey, you see here. So there's like no pressing V or anything. Meaning I have to specifically like hotkey the building and then click on
Pioneers
this.
ready for assignment. A squad of pioneers
Which is
has
quite
arrived.
annoying to do. But yeah, that's all of the issues I found with Realmar. We're gonna move on to the USF. And we're gonna do USMC first, then we're gonna go into Heavy Ord, then we're gonna go into West German. Because War Bonds doesn't even have issues now. War Bonds is actually fine. Mostly. War Bonds has more of a map-dependent issue. Because War Bonds, the cargo truck does not apply to all sector types. So depending on, because there's the multiplayer points and there's single player points. What I mean by this is, there's two different types. You have the sector points that are made for multiplayer, and then you have single player ones. I do not know which one it's not working on, but it's not working on one of the two types. Which mappers do not know the difference at points. Meaning it's completely random if the cargo truck does not even work on the map. You're just gonna have to pray that it works. There's mostly an issue with mostly an issue of custom maps, which should still be addressed because base game, like half of the base game maps suck.
Steady up, fellas.
I do not like base game maps. Most of them are not great. But so here, we're going USMC Force.
Shake a leg. Let's go. Round up the men and let's get to it.
Thing of setting up.
We're losing a capture point.
Listen up.
But yeah, first thing, vehicle crews. Yeah, vehicle crews are the issue here. First off, all support command infantry and radar center, they all fill the same hotkey, so this needs to be fixed. Because this is S for medics and S for vehicle crews. So you will always make a medic instead of a vehicle crew when you want to have a vehicle crew. Kinda sucks as you could think. But if you make a vehicle crew as USMC because they have special ones, you notice they those are not well, those are not grease guns. Meaning you can't upgrade into Thompsons because they already have Call 15s. And considering this, the fact this is custom
Enemies are
text
swarming one of our emplacements.
tells me that you need to make this usage in display.
We can't get distracted.
But of course,
Keep moving.
they don't have Call 15s.
SMG's on the way, boys. Ready to let 'em have it.
Yep. That's
Square yourself and stay together.
that's how this works apparently.
Engineers taking the field.
It's quite sad. Oh yeah, WC-51. This is extremely out of place. I mean extremely.
Lord,
This is the only base game vehicle you keep as
we have
USMC.
a lieutenant reporting in for duty. You've got a
That's not
captain
even a
in
joke,
the
it's
field.
literally the only base game vehicle.
Got orders, Sergeant.
Ready.
As you know, this is not USMC WC-51. Ambulances, AA truckers, the LVT, the Lancet Frame Pro tank, the M4A2, Easy 8, 105, like literally none of these are base game.
Good. Hang
They're
on.
all custom, but this one little vehicle.
Keep a lookout.
Now we're gonna switch over to Heavy Ore, and Heavy Ore has an issue with like literally half of its vehicles. Like quite literally half of its vehicles have issues. They all suffer from the same issue. They all suffer from they do not use the correct vehicle crew. They use the base vehicle crew instead of the heavy ored combat vehicle crew. Because heavy ored gets a special vehicle crew again. Of course, War Bonds doesn't get a special vehicle crew because fuck you.
We're moving. Let's
I don't know why.
We're all done.
But yeah, we do this. And we just start
M20,
making
ready for action.
vehicles.
Boys, you ready to roll out? Let's get moving.
This one
Waiting orders.
this one does have the correct
Ready to
vehicle
go.
crew.
Ready.
This one
Send
has the
orders.
correct vehicle crew since it's the medical vehicle
Get 'em
replacement.
moving. Let's go. Armor upgrade complete. We have a lieutenant.
But I'll start
reporting in for
making the
duty.
ones that don't.
There's a major reporting for action.
And the ones that don't
Let's gear up and
are the M3 repair track,
Half track, waiting for orders.
the M5A1, the Vulcan Solomon,
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
the M510, the M105 Engineer tank,
Tank support is here. Sherman ready.
and the M4A3E2 Jumbo.
Tank support is here. Sherman ready. Get us over to that point.
As you will notice,
Driver,
so if I decrew
gear
this,
up and move out.
this is a very special vehicle crew.
Let's go turn anything could shake out, so be ready.
This one has the combat vehicle crew. They get frags. And I think they're better in combat. They also replace the vehicle crew and support command,
We're moving out.
meaning you can directly make these guys.
He's losing his goddamn mark. Square yourself and stay together.
Armor ready.
But if you notice,
Lock her down. Everyone out.
so if you notice, these guys have the vehicle icon. Look, they have the vehicle wheel icon with rifles behind them. This is a normal vehicle crew.
Watch your sectors.
Let's go.
Uh,
Get us over to that
This
new
has a
position.
normal vehicle crew. This has a
Everyone out.
normal vehicle crew.
Let's go.
This has a normal vehicle
Waiting
crew, and this has a normal
orders.
vehicle
Everybody
crew.
out. Let's go.
They all have normal vehicle crews. All 5 of these: the Jumbo, the Engineer tank, the Vulcan Solomon, the Stuart, and the M3,
Get ready to displace.
Watch for my hand signals.
which is quite a few to have issues.
Let's give him hell, boys. Fresh mags in.
And next up we have the big
Gun mover out.
T95 Super Heavy tank.
All right, get us out of here.
If you notice, it still keeps the concrete piercing round of the ISU 152.
Go. Get us over to that new position.
It cannot use the concrete piercing round. It literally cannot use it. I literally cannot click on it. I cannot use hotkey. In fact, I can't even use hotkey because this has the same hotkey.
Move out.
In fact, that says M2 smoke pots. That's not even the correct vehicle name. But if I give this vet free, I still cannot use this.
Came in.
It's just straight up unusable. Even if I file, then try.
Hit it. Go, go, go.
Like, it's just not usable. Like,
Stop.
let's load
Get us
HU.
out of here. Stop us here.
Puts it on cooldown.
Location marked. Move us out.
And it's not usable.
Troop ready.
It's just unusable completely.
Stop what you're doing.
But yeah, that wraps up literally all of the issues with US. Other than the cargo truck not walking on some sector points. So we're going to be moving into OKW, or Waffen, as we say. Since I have modded the game, I know the internal name. It's not West German, it is the Waffen. I haven't walked on TAP. I don't even have the files for TAP. But I have made my own mod. And I do know West German internally is the Waffen. Even though it's referred to as West German in the files, some units still refer to the faction as Waffen. For the portraits and that. And we're gonna be seeing an issue literally as soon as I just make a vehicle.
This is it.
So I'm not gonna pick up action.
Driver, forward.
Oh, goddamn! Not the correct thing.
Officer, ready to be deployed. Command has authorized the use of radio
Well,
silence.
this sucks because I need to change the command rule. Since I'm actively showing you this. I need to put on Panzer Elite Pacifically. Oh. But yeah, the first, we're gonna be able to see issues as soon as we, reach main HQ. Like, literally, units out of main HQ have issues. Like, immediately. Specifically, the 221, and, yeah, specifically the 221.
This is it.
Driver,
I
let's
will go Chem
Proceed.
Warfare, because that also has issues. I get to combo the issues to so. Honestly, I'm just gonna make these damn HQs since OKW still has the
Command
fucking
vehicle has gone
HQ build
static.
system.
HQ operations now
It should
underway.
not be
Command
removed. You can just
half-track has
make
been
new
permanently
abilities and
established
HQ
as a
types.
static post.
But if we go Chem Warfare,
I thought we would be heading back to command.
oh yeah, these are all still custom. Like literally, all of these are still custom.
I twisted my ankle on the way here.
Meaning, you can't usually access these units. But yeah, if we, I guess I can kill this.
Supply half-track
Yeah.
is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
So let's pick Chem Warfare. And let's build a 221 Scout
Combat unit
Call.
ready.
And let's build a Cooper Wagon.
Scout vehicle ready.
So, you should be able to see an upgrade difference here. Cooper Wagon, you receive NBC armor plating. All Chem Warfare vehicles get this upgrade. All of them. Other than the 221 half-track. Not half-track, Scout Call. This one only gets the radio set and that's it. Which is quite disappointing. Meaning it's just a economical vehicle because it's not viable in combat.
Move out. Schnell. That territory needs to be secured. Hold. Regimental
Yeah,
HQ for mechanized units will be here.
Walking Stuka also lies. I believe it's not
Command
chemical.
half-track has been converted into the headquarters
No, it's
building.
chemical, god. This one actually works, like legitimately. Okay, so the other one I could show off as Chem Warfare would be the Panzer.
Half-track is now available for
Or the
operations.
chemical rocket launcher. As you see, it also gets the NBC armor plating for some reason. Even though this one
Crew
doesn't.
stand ready.
This one just needs it. But yeah, all of these vet levels are lies. So, Vet 2, doesn't do anything, actually. Vet 3 increases max range, okay? So, max range is, right behind us, back right here. Both gas and corrosive are right here. Gas, corrosive, you know? Now, Vet 3 is supposed to increase range. If you notice, it's still the same range. And I'm Vet 3, Experience 4 dissolves, improve max range. Meaning Vet 3 is a lie. Vet 2 is most likely a lie. Vet 1 is just useless because it's counterbarrage. Vet 4 actually works for some reason. So it's for another instance, it's cooldown based. So you need to be Vet 4. In fact, I'll make this Vet 5 because there's no difference. So what Vet 5 does is it reduces the cost of corrosive. It doesn't reduce the cost of corrosive. So this Vet 5 half-track pays 50 medicines for corrosive rockets. There's a quote-unquote discount on this, since it's Vet 5. This is Vet 0. It's also 50 medicines. There is no discount. So that makes Vet 1 useless. Vet 2, I don't even know if it works. Vet 3 doesn't work. Vet 5 doesn't work. Weirdly though, Vet 4 works. So this is an 80-second cooldown. This is a 60-second cooldown. Also, you can tell it's currently killing the frame rate, even though I've only filed 2 of them. This is why people do not play Chem Warfare. It quite literally models the frame rate. Directly, too. Which is quite fun.
Half-track is now available for operations.
Apparently they fixed it, but, you know, they apparently... You can't really fix this. It's a Code 2 issue. The issue is, because Code 2 still uses 32-bit max of memory-RAM. So it's capped out at only 4 GB of RAM usage, which is quite terrible. If it was somehow increased to 6 GB by Relic, this should be so much more stable, since the game would have more resources to work with. It also has the issue of it's not multi-core. Company PS2 uses multi-core very poorly. So you want one single powerful core. But yeah, 60-second cooldown, 80-second cooldown. So literally Vet 4 is the only one who works. Only Vet 4 works on the Chemical Panzer Warfare. This also applies to the Walking Stuka, the base one. So, Wunderwaffe and Zombies. Wunderwaffe and Zombies, Walking Stukas, also suffer from this issue. Chemical Warfare kinda works, but if I'm not wrong, it still has issues.
Heavy fortification now carrying out orders.
Also, this needs to be changed, apparently. I didn't even know this was an issue. It's like, why not? This also needs text change. This is 45 seconds down to 30. So, I wish the tap dev stops lying to me. I mean, this is a joke. Like, you know, it would be nice these thrives would not be a thing. Also, uncap the half-track. There was no reason to cap this to 1 at a time. Cap it to 3 at a time. It would make life so much easier. But yeah, next issue is Run the Roof Offer.
Driver, advance us forward.
Officer Hasrup.
Secure the vehicle. Location set. Begin conversion.
Assemble. Aufgepasst.
Run the Roof Offer has a few action, so it's actually kill off all my units. Staff call.
Kugelwagen ready.
It's 2 power cap.
Displays to that
That's not an actual issue. Sometimes it comes in as 1 pop cap. Sometimes it's actually just 1. So this varies from 1 to 2 pop cap. I don't know why or how, but it's able to switch between 1 and 2 pop cap at random. It's weird as hell.
Scout vehicle ready.
Because in testing I found it to be 1 pop cap.
Wagen ready.
Like I had nothing else on the field and it was 1 pop cap.
Scout vehicle
Which
ready.
I can't replicate here. But yeah, okay, so let's
Supply
talk up.
half-track is in action. Standing by for
Let's
setting
make
of command
Gundorfer
post.
Pioneer.
Pioneer Cooper is ready for action.
Yep, even the one roof off path. Gundorfer Pioneer have issues.
secure that area.
Which is quite sad. So the issue real.
Regimental HQ
MG34
for mechanized
upgrade.
units will be here.
Files on the move. Unlocks the volley fire ability.
Command half-track
It specifically
has been
says
permanently
unlocks
established as a
volley
standing
fire.
post.
Does not in fact unlock volley fire. So yeah, complete lie. Would like to see that fixed. I will give volley file or fix the text.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post. Lancer Fusiliers reporting for action.
Move out. Quickly. We need to secure that area. Lay footings for Panzer HQ here.
So next issue is on the AO8 team.
Command half-track has been
if we
converted
pick
into the headquarters
up
building.
support elements drop, you can use recon planes in HQ territory, but you cannot use anything else. Reason why this is an issue is this is a more of a support option. This is which we call support element upgrade. And you cannot drop down these turrets. You already cannot drop them outside of your territory, but you can't even drop them in HQ. I feel like these should be at least be droppable in friendly HQ sectors. Same thing with Dragon's Teeth, you can't. Even though these are both naturally defensive options. Since, you know, they drop in defenses.
Stand to. Prepare for action.
And last of all Hunderhofer vehicles, all of them outside of the targeting system half-track and Kugelwagen equivalent, all suffer from this issue.
Half-track has arrived on the battlefield. Light tank ready for action. Jagdpanzer ready for action. Unit ready.
So Hunderhofer has a special vehicle crew. This vehicle crew
Light tank ready to deploy.
is the ground crew. None of the vehicles come in with a ground crew. And I mean none of them.
Prepare
So if you see here, it's a vehicle crew. Vehicle crew.
U.S. command.
Vehicle crew.
Execute orders.
Vehicle crew.
Understood.
Vehicle crew. And
We're
vehicle
ready
crew.
to execute orders. Standing by.
Then we go over
Rifle,
here.
let's go. Achievement.
And you don't have vehicle crews, you have ground crews.
Pioneers reporting for duty. Pioneer group is ready
These
for
are
action.
your vehicle crew equivalents. So why do they not come in the vehicles? These guys are also lost in vehicle crews somehow. I don't care the 20 manpower less, they should be on par with vehicle crews. Or not as sick, because they're somehow currently lost in First Strong Pioneer in combat. Which I didn't even know was a possibility. Right, next up we have Wonder Campbells. They specifically have a issue with the incendiary upgrade. If you see here, it says Chemical Warfare Specialization. This should be switched from usage to usage and display. So, because this is taking up UI. Hell, if you get the upgrade for Panzerschrecks, this still has the issue. So yeah, that has to be fixed. It would massively clean up the UI. And we have one zombie issue, and it's literally at the end of the tech tree. And then we can move on to British, then finish this. It's only been about an hour. It's gonna probably take like half an hour to upload this to YouTube. And I'm not recording this a second time to fix my English.
Make ready to move.
The battle is about to commence.
So, zombies. And we can spawn in last point at the tech
Command
tree.
hub truck has been converted into the headquarters building.
So. Oh. Okay. Oh, I don't need that anymore.
Stuck 3 Panzer ready for action.
This needs a simple fix. Literally, the only issue with zombies is this, Storm Tiger equivalent. It's just Weapon Warfare. Its smokescreen is C, and its Officer Dayton squad launch is also C. So if I hit C,
Crew, get ready.
if I hit C again, I can't.
Crew position.
So if you hit C to launch an Officer Dayton, it's just gonna smoke your position and give you away,
Driver, advance.
which kinda sucks.
Forward.
Not gonna
Get us
lie.
over there.
It's also cheaper to launch this than the other two. I guess because you're getting one squad instead of 2 or 3, which is understandable.
Forward.
But yeah, this should be probably changed to Q, since Q is currently not taken up. Could be switched to E. Hell, it can be switched to D. So Q, E, D, F, all of these hotkeys are available, and naturally around WASD. So it would be quite easy to launch an observation off into the distance once you're done moving. But yeah, we're now moving on to the British. We're almost done. We're almost there. I'm gonna switch to a different map. So issues with British, as it sits. Platoon Command Post and Company Command Post both need their module UI passive and 17 pounder UI passive removed.
Off we go.
Didn't mean to do that, but okay. But yeah, so first off, vehicle crews.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Vehicle crews and medics cost way too much. They legitimately just cost way too much. It's quite ridiculous how much they cost.
Hard work won't hurt.
My Royal Engineers 165, my infantry sections 199.
We'll advance you are
If I make a medic and vehicle crew, they are, the medic is 180 and the vehicle crew is 240.
We've orders to move, so that's what we're doing, boy.
It's 240 for a vehicle crew.
Move yourselves. Snaffle that there, get moving, lads.
This is more expensive than my engineer. In fact, it's more expensive than my machine gun. It's actually the most expensive option I have. We're gonna go raid now. Yeah, wait. So, raid have special vehicle crews. This is not switched out like any other faction. Panzercraft switches out the vehicle crew. Heavy Ord, USMC. Is a set standard. This should be now the raid vehicle crew instead of the normal one. Yeah, but even you see here 260, 280. This is 210. Literally more expensive than. It literally costs more than my Zappos. And these Zappos are quite loaded. For 210 manpower, you get like body armor, flamethrowers, guns, salvage, really powerful salvage too. It doesn't make sense why these cost. It doesn't make sense why these guys cost so much. They need to have their price halved. In fact, these guys should be raid. Because raid has the special vehicle crews.
The new platoon command post is ready.
As you will see. Is that a base vehicle crew? Are you kidding me?
Universal carrier built and ready.
Okay, these are base vehicle crews, okay.
Your forces have constructed a company command post.
What's next? Time to roll. Be kind to the gearbox.
No, yeah, these are raid actual. They don't have a different symbol, apparently. Apparently, this symbol is for vehicle crews, and this symbol, which is the exact same one, is for raid. And if you see here, raid has hijack. So I would like these squads switched out. I should have raid vehicle crews
The new
available.
engineer section is waiting for orders.
Even if I have to pay like 180 instead of like 120, I would be fine with that.
Awaiting. Nice and steady.
But yeah, as a set standard, do you have raid vehicle crews?
It's a very nice vehicle. That's why we're using it. Ready and waiting.
this also happens with RAC. Royal Armor Corps also doesn't have their special vehicle crew put in here, but I'll show you when we get to them. But raid is quite simple.
Armored car completed.
We're on the move to a new spot.
So the Commando Glider has an issue. The HMG team will almost always get stuck.
Troops on the way. Glider landing imminent.
We're over the battle. You chaps might want to be.
HQ is under attack.
Oh yeah, you also
And do try to get us
own
there
this
in one
wreck.
piece.
You own the wreck of the Damo armored car for some reason, which makes
Armored car
zero
here.
sense.
Target under fire. Brakes and wait.
Cromwell gun tank ready for action.
Everyone off, and do remember to take all your belongings. AEC ready to move.
But yeah, most of the time, majority of the time, the machine gun crew will always get stuck. And I mean this too, it's majority of the time they will always get stuck underneath the wheel here. Which is quite annoying. Wait, you have special medics as raid? 260?
Listen, chap.
Oh, but they're armed. They actually have guns. Okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Okay, that's fine. So that's another thing. This needs to be replaced with raid medics,
Orders then. Up you get.
since the
We're moving
glider
on.
has them. In fact, that it's the logistics glider make vehicle crews.
Forward headquarters and supply base is being sent by glider to a target area.
Good luck,
So
everyone.
machine gun
We'll
crew
be going
gets
in for
stuck
a king of
underneath most
country.
of the time. No, but you can also make British raid medics. Okay. Yep, that makes sense.
Mark 3 waiting for orders. Out, and good luck.
But yeah, issue with the AEC armored cars, Vet 1 for raid. It unlocks targeted tread. You do not have target tread. So, Vet 1 is useless, because you literally do not have the ability.
Tickets, please. And away we
Also,
go.
you have the same issue with the command guide, the HQ. The HMG will always get stuck underneath the plane.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Meaning you have to generally make a new one if you want to actually have a machine gun crew. Also, that takes up pop cap. And pop cap is quite valuable, you know. It takes up 1/10 of your army almost.
Valley orders are here. We're moving. Yes,
So
I
that
think
is
that's good.
quite useful to not take up pop cap. Okay. We're gonna pick trench warfare next. We are almost done. We are almost there. We're gonna check in on trench warfare, which I have my notes here. And we're gonna go into Royal Armor Corps after that. And we'll be done with all the bugs and issues. It's only been another like 10 minutes. Okay. So trench warfare. Okay, go in here, trench warfare.
Your forces have constructed a platoon command post.
We're gonna pick artillery again.
The company command post is finished and ready
And-
for use.
Yeah, so yeah, we have literally only one issue within trench warfare, so that's why I picked it. So we can end off with the
We'll just wanking bait you death. We've got
Royal Armor set of bugs.
advance, you horrible
So it's the Bulldog here.
Churchill, let's be off.
Oh, so first off, these upgrades do not block the other ones from display, so if I pick up Propaganda,
Getting an upgrade.
it says no other upgrades. This needs to be switched from usage to usage and display. Quite simple, I've said this multiple times. Don't know why I have to keep saying it though. Makes no sense.
Can we go? Move into a better position. Well, there's Beeline over there.
But yeah, this is an
Upgrade
issue
finished.
for all of them.
Very handy. We getting an upgrade? Must be my birthday. Buggering off now. Ready for orders.
So let's take the Propaganda and
Come on,
merge it
Huey,
into
you
this
can go
one.
faster. Time to leave. No further on our way. Stop, driver. Hold here. Come on, move. Churchill taking over. Move.
So the difference here
Heavy
is,
tank awaiting orders.
so the extra crew one. This increases turret rotation. The fact I just said increases turret rotation rate and side weapon reloading. So this one, its turret should go around faster, you know?
Heavy
Well,
armor ready to
under
go.
it, we have the Propaganda one. This one.
Heavy tank ready.
You can only actually have one of these Propaganda ones for some reason. I don't know why.
Off we go. Put your
Yeah,
foot
you can
down.
only field one, which is kind of weird that you can. Because you can just grab
There's an officer
30
awaiting
officers. Because these guys all still stack. Because it specifically says they can stack. Can't. Inspire stacks with more officers. It was made to stack. So it's like lesser bonuses, but once you have more, it gets to be a much better point.
There's no sneaking
And yeah,
about
this is
with one of
mechanized.
these.
This is
Drive.
now a command tank.
It's a tank.
A reinforced point, a heal point, and a command tank. Also, again, you cannot use officers' barrage while in here, which I would think would be a pretty fun add-on. Make this a true command tank style vehicle,
Infantry tank ready to go.
but no, you have to hop out and barrage with hotkeys, then get back in. You also cannot use heroic charge while in here, which would be really cool to do. It would make this tactic a lot more fun to do.
Spare the horses.
Also remember, this is free.
Churchill here.
But yeah,
Waiting
oh,
orders. Heavy tank awaiting
this one
orders.
doesn't have increased turret rotation rate. This one does,
Heavy tank ready.
and again, we see the same issue. In fact, we see the fact it does even have reload sometimes, looks like. Although the random reload times are being a bit funky.
Stop doing everything right now. Slow 'em to very small bits right about now. Stop
But yeah,
doing everything right now.
Now we
Stop
get to
everything.
continue to Royal Armor Corps. Since I've now shown off that the Bulldog extra crew upgrade does not in fact increase turret rotation rate. Now we get to Royal Armor. I'm disappointed in Royal Armor, let me be honest with you. But another thing to note, Magic Brits do have an issue, but that's a commando-based issue. Artillery Company, Concentration Barrage, which calls in a barrage from the HQ 25 pounders, does not work with the custom buildings. In fact, it's not even usable with the custom buildings.
Flags out. We're moving.
But I'm noting that and not showing that because I'm not gonna spend like 2 minutes. I would actually try to get this video out sooner rather than later. But yeah,
Universal carrier built and ready.
so first off,
Moving off to new location.
this needs its upgrade
Waiting
animation
all. Time to
applied,
roll. Be kind to the gearbox.
because this features a 50 cal, because it's a 50 HMG truck. So go into this upgrade. In fact, just take the 50 cal upgrade and modify it to apply the weapon and just
Moving off now.
throw it on there.
Carrier ready to move off. We're on the move to a new spot.
Work to construct a new platoon
Yeah,
command post is finished.
Issues with this faction. Upgrade animation needs to be applied here to actually show the fact it has the 50 cal.
Where do you need us?
Engineer. Oh yeah, I can't make the
An
engineer from
engineer
here.
unit is ready for action.
It's like base game, I have to... It's like base game, I have to make it from a platoon.
Sappers ready. Right there. Off we
But yeah, also RAC gets special vehicle crews, but again, it's not changed out.
Come on, boyo.
So, RAC engineers have an issue.
Packs and shovels.
The M2 flamethrower is hotkeyed to V. Destroying SMGs are also hotkeyed to V. So if you hit V, you upgrade with flamethrowers.
Move yourself.
Which,
Get weaving on that right away.
you would want destroying SMG because it's just better. Mostly.
RE sappers reporting in.
In fact, that makes me question, do you even get the correct upgrade? Because I don't think I saw all those
Look
weapon
nice
switch.
and steady.
Meaning, they should be switching out weapons, right? Yeah, okay.
Orders are here. Come on. We got places to be.
But yeah, I
The
should
new
be
engineer
able to
section is
make
waiting for orders.
all AC vehicle crews,
Vehicle ready to go.
which these guys don't have because, you know.
Work to construct a new company command post is finished.
But yeah, these guys
Where do you
need
want
their
us?
upgrade boxes. What I mean by upgrade boxes are
Engine
these.
taken over.
It specifically tells you what they get from hammer and anvil specializations.
Go.
So it would be nice to see what the scout car gets, the universal carrier, the AT-2 assault tank,
There's a
Also
rather
doesn't
splendid
have this.
Cromwell ready to go.
the Centaur too.
Centaur,
Centaur
attack
also
tank
doesn't
ready
have
and waiting
these
for orders.
DUI boxes. Even though the rest of the vehicles in the faction get these two.
Ready to move.
So it's quite weird
Ready
why
for orders.
the light vehicle pool, the AT Hounsel tank, and the AA tank all don't have this. But next up we have heavy mechanized.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
Yep, heavy mechanized have this use too.
Right? Advance, you horrible lot.
It's quite disappointing too.
Easy buggers. Time to move on. Rightio. Move.
So
Last time I had leave, up west those Yanks like old Alfie as crabs.
these guys have an issue with the heavy weapons upgrade.
No time for a shop steward's
So what the heavy weapons upgrade does, it replaces the boys' AT rifles with Piats. Wait, these guys don't have Piats. They have AT rifles. These guys also have AT.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
Okay, so they sometimes come in with Piats.
Press over. Move. Tea break later. Time to
But it replaces AT rifles and Piats with bazookas then. So you upgrade from the kinda weird Piat and AT rifle that sucks to bazookas, the USF one. And you upgrade the Bren guns and Lewis guns to M1919s. Issue. This does not work well.
ready, you lot.
As you see, I still have Piats and AT guns in here. In fact, the AT rifle is broken. Its magazine's not even in the correct position. why is the magazine down here instead of up here? But yeah, this is quite weird.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
In fact, I still... Yeah, those DPs... Yukas... But yeah, these actually have the correct weapons. Actually, no, it does. That's a Lewis gun then, and that's also a Lewis gun then. But yeah, these guys just they don't work correctly for the upgrade. Unless this is supposed to be adding. If this was adding, okay. But since it's replacing and the replacing is not fixed, well, since the replacing is not working correctly. It's just weird, okay? And the Cromwell. The Cromwell also has an issue.
Cromwell
Of
gun
course it
tank ready
does.
for action.
So the Cromwell at Vet 1 unlocks the hunt ability. It does not have the hunt ability. And of course if I exit the tank, I have the RAC crew. Of course, this is different from the normal vehicle crew of smoke grenades.
An engineer
But somehow
unit
it's
is ready
worse
for
than
action.
raid crews, even though you're the tank faction, which makes no sense. I think tank factions should have good vehicle crews. So maybe swap around the raid crew and the RAC vehicle crew ability sets, and that would make a lot more sense. But yeah, I can't just make more of these crews. I would have to make a vehicle, decrew it, then I can.
Wind her up. We're moving. Move that way.
Also, hunt is, you know, hunt is not heal. But yeah, that's every single issue I have found myself that no one else apparently knows about. And I mean apparently literally no one else. It is such a long list that it takes up 6 pages within my notes. Literally does take up 6 pages. Which is quite a lot.